Welcome back to Max Payne. This is part 13. I am beat to shit. I don't know why exactly I have so little health. Maybe it's a story reason, or maybe it's me just not being good at the game. That's a distinct possibility. No.
Acknowledged. Target escaped. Last confirmed location, the inner courtyard. Search and destroy.
Seek and destroy? Ha! Reference to popular band. Okay, no. Oh god, what am I supposed to do about this? I mean, well, other than the obvious, which is to go hide... Actually, wait, do I still have my sniper rifle? Yes, I do. Let's whip that thing out and see if I can... Oh, that's never gonna happen. No, I don't have the angle for it. Well, I guess we're gonna try and use a grenade. Please make contact. Do it. Grenade, go. Yeet. Damn it. Grenade again. Do it. Precision. Oh, it worked. It worked. Oh, now I'm just wasting them. Oh, fuck. Okay, actually throw another one because... Oh. And now I am dead. Okay, cool. Let's try to see if I can get on the first try and then switch to a real weapon. Okay, we got it. Now switch to a weapon and he's going to pop out. There you go. Use bullet time because for some reason I don't use it very often despite the fact that it's like the key mechanic in this title. Oh. Imagine if that thing could do damage to you. That would have been pretty funny, but also very irritating from a game design standpoint. So, where do we go from here? I mean, obviously we just go here because this is not a viable exit. So we're going to have to... Oh, you bitch. Die. Die. There you go. Boom. You know, the game doesn't do those slow-mo kills that often. Sometimes it just does them automatically. I really hope we get some more pink. I saw you. Oh, it was just a bullet hole. Great. So, what are we gonna do about this? We're gonna whip out our... Oh! Is there firecrackers in there? Well, what could possibly have been in there to make them, like, ignite like that? Maybe gunpowder? I don't know. Whatever it is, let's hope that they don't use it against us. So, we got our engrams. I don't know if that's the best weapon to use for the situation, but this is such a claustrophobic area. I really like it, actually. For some reason, I just have a thing for, like, really cramped environments. Ever since I was a kid. It's really weird. I swear that's not like a sign of any sort of psychological disorder. Maybe it is. That doesn't work, of course. It plays Atari sound effects. Oh god, okay, I recognize that. I've played enough other games to know that when you see a big red line, there's a sniper. Now, can we shimmy the camera so that I can... Yep, yes I can. Alright, take him out. Wait, actually there isn't a sniper. Or, okay, what... Wait, the line's gone. That's not the same guy, because clearly that is not the firing style of someone who might be a silent sniper. So, he's clearly not dead, by the way. We're gonna have to fight him at some point, but that's okay. I cannot access this area. Oh, yes I can. It's just automatically open. Painkillers. Thank you. Yes, use them all. Might not have been the wisest decision, but I mean...
One of the monitors showed what was left of the inner circle.
Cover me. I'm going in.
Okay, let's inspect that.
On screen, the so-called corpse of Alfred Woden stood up, miraculously waking from his dirt nap, looking smug among his dead pals. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. I didn't know how he'd pulled it off, but it was a pretty slick way to get out of all his promises. Most of what he had said fit too well to be a load of crap.
Oh no, turns out he's still alive. Oh god, yeah. How did he... You are the worst bad guy in the history of bad guys. You're right behind me, and you still fail to get me. I know I'm technically playing on the easiest difficulty, though I don't really have no problem with that because it's the only difficulty currently available. If you don't notice, it's one of those games which locks the rest of the difficulties behind, you know, beating the game, which I guess makes sense. You really don't want your first experience with the game to accidentally be way too hard and unreasonable, but at the same time, okay, we can clearly go there, but I just want to explore the rest of this. Where did he come from? Was he just sitting here? It's always fun when enemies just kind of spawn in from wherever, but yeah, when you see green, oh fuck, that means that we're good. Green, that means we are going to be able to pass through that door. Now let's see if we don't get shot by anyone else. Okay, what is this? Oh fuck, more dudes. Okay, now my instincts are telling me to go into that elevator, but at the same time, I feel like I should actually visit this area to see what else we get. Yep, of course. There's some more guys, but hopefully the game will reward me for my curiosity. Unless this was the intended path all along, and that would have been oh, shit. Get the fuck out of there, Max. Okay, let's try to be a little more wary of the fact that there's grenades getting thrown. Live rounds everywhere. I mean, okay, live rounds, that's referring to the bullet shots. Bullet shots? Gunshots. Ooh, cutscene. Or just a loading transition into the next area. You gotta remember, the PS2 version, I believe, has more of those. That was very common back then. Because, you know, even though it can hold just the same amount of space overall, it can't have as much of it, like, in memory at once. You know how that works, right? Modern Vintage Gamer will tell you about that. Someone else will. You know, it's like, I'm not here to talk about that. Ooh, a photocopier. That's what they used to look like. They still look like that, pretty much. Computer monitors. That is actually a screenshot of Windows 95, isn't it? Or 98. God. I love the look of old operating systems. Wait. Okay, for a second I thought someone was talking, so I kind of quieted my voice down. Oh. That, my friends, was a trip. I hate it when people say that so fucking much. I'm not your fucking friend. God, it's so annoying. Okay, I'm sorry. But basically, yeah, that was a... I'm gonna have to deal with that the old-fashioned way, and by that I mean the actually pretty contemporary way, which means, line up the camera and... Fuck. Maybe not. Let's try that again. There you go. That'll work. Sure. Ooh, semi-destructible terrain. That must have been quite impressive for the time. It still is, to be honest. What's interesting is that it's definitely possible for you to still, at least in my opinion, it's still possible to be impressed by things that might not necessarily be impressive anymore if you put yourself in the right context. Like, I just love doing that. I love revisiting old games from different eras, and I'm talking like real old, like going from Atari to then going to NES, then going to, you know, Saturn or something. And just kind of seeing how things have changed and getting accustomed to different standards of the time. Come on. There's gonna be a little cutscene here, right? There's gotta be. There you go.
And what is your answer to those saying that he's actually providing a service long overdue to the city?
This crusade nonsense has gone too far. He's out of control. It must stop. He will be stopped.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the New York City Police Department.
Huh. I'm not really sure what he's referring to. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really bad when it comes to following along with stories. Regardless of, like, how I space it out. I record, you know, like 2 or 4 of these a day. And there's quite a bit of time between each recording. A day. And there's quite a bit of time between those sessions, and it's like, I kind of forget what happens exactly, even though you'd think I'd remember by default, by virtue of the fact that I edit these as well, so I have to watch the stuff. But, you know, I don't rewatch the full cutscene. I make sure the audio is balanced correctly, and that's it. And by that, I mean I do my best attempt to make sure that the audio is balanced. I'm sure some audio guy would be like, well, actually, at this point, it goes to minus whatever dB, and it's like, shut the fuck up. Look, man, I was watching, today I spent most of my day in between doing the things I have to do for other things. I spent most of my day watching, so you know, Classic Game Room, great show, right? Please, Mark, upload more videos. I mean, like, he has been making some stuff, but he hasn't uploaded in like 3 months, so come back, Mark. Well, basically, there used to be, like, I'm talking like 13 years ago, there used to be this channel called CG Gameplay. Not run by Mark, just run by a bunch of, you know, the guys who work for him. And, man, it is just the worst in terms of audio balancing. It's like, the intro will just be ear rape loud, and then you'll have the commentary and the gameplay be super inconsistent, and it's just like, fuck me, you know? It's, like, I actually really enjoy watching it because it's just so... It's not like this kind of commentary where I'm trying my best to constantly be talking and making interesting comments, if I can. No, his commentary is literally just silence and occasionally just a little remark on what's happening, you know, comment about the game, but like very rarely.
A videotape lay on the desk.
It's mostly just gameplay. It feels so out of date, but in a cool kind of way. I almost like, there it is. That's what he was referring to.
Nicole Horn had blackmailed the inner circle into silence. The tape came with a curt extortion note on a piece of expensive paper. I remembered Candy Dawn taping her clients in action on the side, selling the tapes to the highest bidder. I was sure that kinky sex was nowhere near Alfred Woden's worst sin. But I had a feeling that when this was over, any collateral would come in handy.
Oh no, they got the tape. They found the prawn tape. That's not good. Oh, I love how you can interact with stuff even though there's like no reason to.
Woden had left me a present.
An Xbox? Or... can you watch that? Hold on, what are you supposed to do? Oh, that's the present.
Woden had taken care of my mission preps with military precision. The critical areas in the Acer Corporation headquarters blueprints were circled in red. The president's office was at the top of the building, right below her penthouse suite. The elevators were controlled by a security computer, part of the mainframe located underground below the building. The high-rise was sealed as tight as a sci-fi fortress.
It's almost like this game is part fi, not sci-fi. You know, it's not science fiction, but it's definitely fiction. Although it's very much, it's grounded in a very interesting way. I gotta talk about that more in my closing thoughts. Speaking of which, if this does end up being the final episode, then obviously you're gonna get that. Although it might not. I don't know. I'm just getting this feeling from the pacing of the game that there's gonna be a little bit more.
Search and destroy.
Search and destroy. That's not... Okay, it's fun when you hear things like that, and what are these? Are these the presidents? Well, clearly, maybe they are. I don't know. Look, man, I'm not exactly the most cultured when it comes to American history. Mainly because I don't really have to be. That's not my obligation. Oh, there's someone in here. I can tell because my video game lock-on told me so. Can I... I'm gonna assume that door is gonna blow at some point. I feel like it's a trap.
Hostile contact.
This is just the bit from... You know what this is? This is the bit from Half-Life when the military shows up. God, I really... Oh, for fuck's sake. I really hate doing that whole, like, you know, comparing everything to Half-Life, but it's so hard, you know, to not... Even though it's not like Half-Life invented the video game, no, but there's definitely a lot of... Okay, how am I gonna do this? Without, you know, losing a fuck ton of health. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna whip out my grenades. Hopefully I still have a few left. Yeah, because these guys drop grenades. I'm gonna try to ricochet. Speaking of Half-Life, ricochet. Ricochet. Work, please. I think that worked. It worked. Yay. Alright, let's keep going then. Whip out the shotgun, even though I'm not even sure if it's the best weapon. What does the game think is the best weapon? The Colt. Oh, of course, the Colt Commando. Not to be confused with the Colts from Serious Sam, which are nowhere near as effective. Oh shit, but they are iconic. That is something really interesting about video games, how they can make something that's objectively not that good still iconic. Kind of like how like the most iconic like Mario enemy is like the Goomba, even though it's like the least effective one. Just because, you know, that's what we see. It's the first enemy you see in the game, right? I don't know. It's fun how that happens. Okay, where are those gunshots coming from? They're clearly not from my level. Somewhere below? Well, oh, okay. Well, wherever it was, we're gonna have to do that again then. Where? Oh, no, that just happens to be the same gun sound. I'm just gonna keep moving down, because I'm assuming that's where... Are there any more trip mines? No. Trip wires, whatever you want to call them. God. Ah, shit. A branching path, my worst enemy.
Ever? Oh, gotta be Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. A hero's end. Going out.
Alright, that's not the right way. We're gonna go this way.
Best movie ever.
Okay, both of them are rigged. But that's okay, because I can just... Okay, let's just fucking whip out our handy-dandy grenades. See what we can do with this. Man, if I didn't have these, what the fuck would I be doing? Honestly, like, how could I progress through the game if I didn't have my grenades? I feel like you'd just be stuck. I mean, I think these guys drop grenades. Well, these guys in particular didn't, but hopefully more along the way do, because it's kind of an essential item. Well, there's some more. You know what else I need? I need some, this thing called the Painkiller. Not just a game. Great game. I've done that joke like 50 times now. But really, though, I need that. Can the game give me some painkillers? Because like, I'm fucking dying over here. Okay, now I can whip out the sniper rifle. This is a prime opportunity for some precision aiming. Let's see how this works. Boom. Did I do it? I think it worked. Yes, it did. All right, cool. Let's just keep moving through. Where was I? I mean, other than the fact that we are trying our best here not to get... Oh, fuck. All right. I really don't like just how great of a range those mines have when it comes to doing damage to you. As in, if you're like... If they're rendered at the same time as you are dead, basically. You know what I mean? They are so touchy. But fortunately, we have a sniper rifle to take care of them from afar. I just hope I don't run out of ammo because, That would not be fun, now would it? What the hell am I even using? I'm an M79? Why do they all sound like BMWs? Oh, for fuck's sake, more of this shit. And this time it's at like a weird angle, like it's on around a corner, which means I'm gonna have to ricochet it like this. Oh, fuck me. Alright. Maybe not. Let's reset that and try again, alright? Because Max Payne, not only can he, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because he has time powers, like he can slow time down. Why not reverse it as well? That's not really how it works. That's not how save states works. Even though some emulators do have a rewind function where it genuinely does rewind, which is really impressive, especially for, if this emulator had it, that'd be really impressive for a PS1 game, because I can't imagine how big the individual states are. That's why a lot of emulators for, you know, more current systems don't have that feature at all. Well, actually, the PlayStation free emulator, RPC is free. It does have them, but they're a little slower to activate, and you have to save them separately, but still.
I had dreamed of revenge. Those dreams were always nightmares, of coming close and then failing. Now I was close. I had a name to guide me, Nicole Horn. I had nothing to lose.
You know, I am pretty worried that this might be the end of the game. It's just, this has so much endgame potential right now that I really would like the final video to be mostly the credits, to be honest, just so it doesn't go on for too long. Because let's say, for example, I got to the end, like this was the end, right? And I've already been recording for roughly 20 minutes. But then the credits go on for another, I mean, I don't know, for a game of this scope, I can't imagine the credits, actually no, the credits might go on for quite some time. A lot of voice actors, a lot of really good texture work, great writing, great, what do you call those? Comic book style panel illustrations, a lot of people to credit for this kind of game, you know? Like at this point, games start getting bigger and bigger, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's quite a lengthy credit scene and quite a lengthy ending cutscene and stuff. So it's just, I don't know, at this point I've been recording for, let's say, 18 minutes. Now I'm going to be cutting out like the last two, to be fair, because it was just me fumbling with the fucking save state settings, trying to get myself to load in the correct area. So that was great, but fortunately everything, ooh, it's like dominoes! Awesome! I don't know, so I think I'm gonna, after like, when I get to the next like transitional point, I'm gonna end this episode, alright? Now what is this?
Project Valhalla had not been the only thing the Inner Circle had been involved in. There were rows of cabinets full of files. The Serpentine Secret Society went back a long way, always pulling strings from the shadows. I couldn't say I was sorry. Woden's move in some Byzantine power game had cut the Circle's membership roster to 1. The old man wanted me on cleanup duty. It was my mess too.
I have no idea what's happening. Honestly, like from a gameplay standpoint, I understand. It's like, okay, we're just gonna keep moving through and trying not to get shot here. Somehow I dodged every single one of those hit scan shots. There must be some level of leniency on the hit scan in this game, because there's no fucking way those guys all missed. I'm sure they should have hit me, but then the game was like, okay, listen, man, you know, we can't have them be too accurate, because there is such a thing as a game being too difficult. Oh, it's very much a real thing, you know, like you can't have no challenge. But it's very important that you remember what kind of game this is. This is not a 100% arcadey type title where it's all about just the game. I mean, it is 90% about the gameplay, but there's that other 10% remaining, which is more about the presentation and the story, and you want to be able to get through, right? So they can't make it too difficult. I mean, I'm sure it gets really tough on the harder difficulties, but more so through the fact that there's probably going to be fewer painkillers and such. That's usually how these kind of games do their difficulty balancing. You're going to die now, and drop me a grenade. I picked it up, right? Yes, I did. Anything in here? No. Scour the area for as much stuff as you can. Hell yes. Jackpot. Got that shit. And now I am not dying anymore. That's good. But I do kind of wish that, like, Max, like, bled or something. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, maybe he does in the PC version. No, because I've played the PC version, actually, and I don't think he does. It's those, like, tiny details you don't even remember. It's really weird. Library. Oh, no. They're gonna shoot the books. What will we ever do? Actually, well, knowledge is very important, and books are a good way of acquiring them, despite the fact that we have the, oh my god, I nearly got destroyed by that. Okay, let's try and take it out safely, alright, because it's always going to be a threat. I'm going to have to take it out. So even if I'm unlikely to run into it, I still could, so let's do that so that I don't, oh, nice. Okay, the game's really stepping up its environmental destruction here. It's very nice. Alright, that's cool. Hopefully it doesn't become too gimmicky, though. You know, every time I look at those, I just think of Half-Life, those fucking aliens that, you know, what do they do? They like you get caught by them and they start like dragging you upward, and they basically try and kill you via fall damage. That's the thing. That's what makes them deadly. It's not the damage they do, because I mean, yeah, sure, they'll damage you, but you can break free. But if you break free too late, then you fall and you take a lot of falling damage. Alright, let's play it safe. I have no idea how much the game is left, but I think now is a good time to end part 13. I'm going to see you guys at part 14. Maybe that'll be the finale. Maybe it'll be part 15. I'm really not sure. But, God, the game is just... It's got me by the balls right now. You know what I mean? I just feel like we're so close to the end, but not quite close enough to make this the final part. So I'm going to see you guys in part 14 of Max Payne for the PS2. See you guys then.